Ron DeSantis just stepped in it down in Florida. You know, this guy's numbers are tanking on the one hand. On the other hand, in Wisconsin, he's actually beating Trump now. So who knows? It's awful early. I mean, you know, remember President Howard Dean or President Paul Ryan or President Scott Walker? So, you know, or President Gary Hart? It's awful early. But DeSantis just really stepped on it with the women of Florida. There is a piece of legislation that he just signed that changes the way wealthy men can challenge alimony decisions that have already been made by judges in divorce cases. And basically gives wealthy men the power to come back and say, you know, that was okay then, but it's not okay now, and I want a new hearing, and I want to change the terms of the alimony. And when they do that, the wife, I realize it's not always wealthy men and less wealthy women. Occasionally the roles are reversed, but this is, you know, it's got to be in the high 90% range, you know, given 7,000 years of sexism. But in any case, so when the men come into court and say, I want to renegotiate this thing, that forces the woman to hire a lawyer, and that typically she can't afford. And so most often she just has to go along with whatever is worked out or just get steamrolled. And this is Florida Republican women are getting seriously pissed off. I mean, this is a news story. I read it over at Daily Kos. It's called "These Republican Women Are Livid. DeSantis Stabbed Them in the Back with Alimony Law." Jan Killia is the founder of a group called First Wives Advocacy Group. It's a kind of a club of women who receive permanent alimony from their husbands. Permanent alimony is what just got blown up in Florida. DeSantis signing this law. And this is what she had to say. Again, this is the founder of this group representing these women. She said, on behalf of the thousands of women who our group represents, we are very disappointed in the governor's decision to sign the alimony reform bill. We believe by signing it, he has put older women in a situation which will cause financial devastation. The so-called party of family values has just contributed to erosion of the institution of marriage in Florida. Camille Fivash, a Milton Republican who receives alimony, said in a telephone interview with one of the Florida newspapers here, quote, DeSantis has just impoverished all the older women of Florida, and I know at least 3,000 women across the state of Florida are switching to Democrat, and we will campaign against him all the way forever. She's a 63-year-old with serious medical conditions and says she can't afford a legal fight over alimony that her husband is now going to institute, or her ex-husband. This is something to keep. I just don't get it with DeSantis. I really think the guy has a screw loose. I think he's one of these people who is like, you know, super smart intellectually. I mean, he went to the top schools and you know, academically overperformed and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, standing as a JAG officer, as a lawyer at Gitmo and watching people get tortured and laughing, there's something wrong with this guy.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.
And this alimony bill tells me that his political instincts may not be what they should be either. But anyhow, what do you think? I'll pick up your calls after the break.